Hello, my name is Melissa Vance and I am with the Wayne County Area Chamber. Welcome to Chamber Chat. Today we're going to be talking with Kara Ballou from the Centerville Playground Project and Denise Retz from the Richmond Parks Department. And then we will end, you will want to stick around. We're going to make a special announcement and tell you who won the Great Taste Award and a little more about Taste of Wayne County for this year. So today I'm here with Kara Ballou from the Centerville Playground Project, and you were a part of a pretty large committee that put together that project.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Oh gosh, it was wonderful to work for such a beneficial project for the Centerville area, and it was really a community effort. So it would have been almost impossible for one person, one guy with a dream, which is how this started, to create such beautiful equipment all by himself. So it was wonderful just to see the community come together and get to work with everybody to make this happen.
Well, you may not know this, but I actually live down the street from Maplewood Park in Centerville, and so I walk by there a lot. And I think some of the playground equipment that was there before this past year was there when I was a kid.
Right.
It was outdated, and parts of it were unsafe and really kind of a hazard. So I think parents were apprehensive about taking their kids there to play, and now if our guests haven't been over there, they should drive by and check it out because it is absolutely beautiful.
It definitely is. We're really so truly blessed to have the equipment that we do, and we wanted to bring something to the area that was kind of unique too. So we have some really unique pieces there, and it's definitely worth checking out.
Well, tell us about that swing, because I know that's one of those unique pieces.
Sure. Yeah, the expression swing was something that we actually got a lot of feedback from the community in order to do. We put it on our Facebook page. We said, what do you guys think of this? And the result was just phenomenal. It got more shares and more likes than any other piece of equipment we put on there for the community's opinion. So the expression swing is fantastic. It's a swing for a toddler or an infant and an adult, and you get to swing with them. So instead of standing behind the toddler and just pushing them and you can't see their facial expressions, you can hear them giggle, but it's not as exciting. You get to actually swing with them and watch their facial expressions. It's truly fantastic. Worth checking out.
And it's face to face, so you're sitting on your adult size swing, and then they're just connected and in front of you. It's so cool.
It's great.
So cool. And I have seen a lot of people using that, which is really neat also.
Every time we go to the playground, because I live right down the street from Maplewood Park as well, that's the first piece of equipment that people run to. We have to kind of wait in line to get to it because I have a toddler myself. So, but it's great to have that so close and so unique. You can't find that anywhere else in this area right now.
And this came in stages, and it was funded through the Chamber Center for Excellence, which, as you know, is a separate 501c3 from the Chamber of Commerce. And it was established, really the goal is to be a fiscal agent for projects just like this. Something that's not a long-term ongoing effort, but just a project here and there that helps benefit our community. So, and you all recently were presented with a Quality of Life Award at the Community Improvement Awards. So congratulations.
We're so thankful for that. Anytime you put a lot of time and effort into something and you get recognized for it, that's just above and beyond. That's just more than we could even ask for. It was enough to get that playground equipment in place, but we were very thankful for the award and for somebody to, recognize what our time and effort provided.
And there were a lot of people that donated, just individuals that donated money to help make this playground happen. But beyond those individual donations, you had probably a handful of businesses or individuals that played a large role in getting that installed. You want to tell us about who they were?
Absolutely. So we had over 80 different organizations and individual donors donate money, anywhere from, $20 to businesses and grants for $15,000. So really the response was wonderful once we got it rolling. But there were a couple different organizations that were huge. There would be no playground if it wasn't for them. Rick Thomas Masonry let us use their equipment to spread the mulch and to get things going. And Thor Construction, Melissa, I can't tell you how much time and effort they put into this. They sacrificed their own money on their own projects because we didn't pay them. We couldn't afford to pay them. So they volunteered their time to put all this equipment together. And let me tell you, it was not a quick, putting together this big, high quality equipment that needed to be safe for all these children. It was not a quick fix. So
Dan Stamper and Thor Construction, and I know the other businesses as well, they are just so community minded, and they are constantly giving back in their own quiet ways, and it's really exciting to see things like this come to fruition, and then them have an opportunity to be recognized, whereas normally they do things without any recognition at all.
And they didn't ask for any recognition at all. It's just something that they wanted to do because they knew they were going to make an impact. And wow, I will tell you, not many people would be able to do that. So we're just thankful. Yeah.
That's one thing I really enjoy about working at the Chamber is that we have Chamber members and businesses and individuals that just truly care about this community. They care about it because it's their own, and it's just so cool. And the playground, I don't know if you've seen our annual report yet, but it's the cover of the annual report that just recently went out.
Well, that's
so
wonderful.
Yeah, it's really exciting, and all of our members received those, but we have extra copies in the office, so if anyone wants to stop by and pick up a copy. But it's on the cover, as well as a small picture here and there throughout the report and directory. So
that's
it's just
wonderful.
It's really special, and it's a banner project for the Chamber Center for Excellence too. So it's nice to have such a successful project come together.
It is, yeah.
That we can say we've been just that small part of it.
Oh, a huge part. Yes, thank you.
So, in your committee, just in closing, can you tell us, I don't know if there's too many on the committee to name, or if there's a couple key people you want to mention?
There are quite a few people on the committee, and I would hate to name them all and forget somebody and make them feel left out. But the committee worked so well together. We spent a lot of time at Michael Scott's house going over what equipment we thought the community would like, figuring out how to raise. We started with nothing and we raised $55,000. So Michael Scott, I have to say, it was his dream, it was his vision, and he started this, and he even with a little resistance, like, I'm not sure that you can do this, but he pushed through, and you can see the result if you drive through Centerville. It's wonderful.
It's fantastic, and it's so great that the town was able to collaborate and work with you all on that as well.
We couldn't have done it without the collaboration.
Well, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
It's so nice to get to talk to you and share that project a little bit more. And congratulations on your recent award. We really
thank
we're
you.
Excited to shout that from the rooftop.
Yes, we are too. We're proud of it. Thank you.
Now joining me is Denise Retz from the Richmond Parks Department, and we are going to be talking about the fabulous Del Harris Dream Court.
Yes, it's very exciting improvement for the overall park system and our community. So I just want to thank you so much for having me here and also for your recognition on this project.
Oh, absolutely. So we just talked about the fact that Centerville Playground was a Quality of Life Award winner at the Community Improvement Awards, but so was this project.
Yes.
And equally amazing. And how collaboratively it came together with dollars from donors and just so many things. Tell us about that.
Yeah, there was a lot of partners actually on board for this project. One major partner involved was the Boys and Girls Club. And on day 2 of my appointment as superintendent of the Parks Department, Bruce Daggy came to me with this particular project. And it was wonderful to think that they were including the park system as a potential for this actual project, and definitely hands down to them for including us and asking us. And ever since that conversation, that's all I could think about was this potential of this dream court. So after that conversation, he told me to think about it, see where we wanted to go from here, and also let me know there was already a committee formed and already funds available for this project.
That's a dream. Having somebody come to you and say, we'd like to do this amazing project with you. And by the way, we already have all the people to do the work and the money lined up. So, hey.
Yes. And I want to make sure that I put that out there because I think that, you know, the community really thinks that the park did everything for this. And I want to make sure that the Boys and Girls Club gets equal representation here because they really were the key element that let us have this project in our park at Clear Creek Park.
So I know it's named Del Harris after, obviously, Del Harris.
Yes.
How did that come about? And tell me about
So the committee that was formed to actually kind of place charge on this project as a potential. Nancy Lieberman actually came to one of the Smart Futures dinners for the Boys and Girls Club, and she produces these wonderful dream courts all around internationally. But we are one of 25. Just so you know. Only 25 dream courts have been placed, and Richmond has one of 25. So that's very exciting to be a part of something so large, yet so small at the same time.
And in case people don't know who Nancy Lieberman is, she's a big name in basketball herself.
She is a big name, and you know, one of the major chairs of the actual committee who made this project happen was Ava Stewart from Earlham College, and he was a player of Del Harris at Earlham College, and Nancy Lieberman is a great friend of Del Harris, so there's a connection there.
Nice.
And it also is a connection for Richmond, so it was an adequate place to actually put a dream court, especially because everyone knows the place to play basketball in Richmond is Clear Creek Park.
Everyone goes there for pickup games.
Yeah,
it's
they do.
the place to be.
So this was a nice improvement that we could do right off the bat to be able to bring in, you know, what was already funded, help facilitate that, bring in donors, bring in people to help in kind donations with some of the work that needed to be done. We also, as part of our partnership, we got the area ready. We took down some of the old goals to be able to repurpose them later on, and new lighting went up, and it just made the area so inviting and so great for the people who play there. And I will have to say there's not only just pickup games and things like that going on, we actually have IU East basketball team that actually plays out there when it's convenient, as well as does a service opportunity and has some things that they do with some of the local kids next to the park, and they provide opportunities for them, showing them and coaching them and doing things there on the court. So it really is for all ages, and we're really excited to have that in the park.
And so the project included lighting, goals, but it also has that amazing floor.
Yes.
Tell us, what's that made of? What's that like?
It's kind of an interlocking square set, and then it actually kind of patterns more of a wood floor almost a little bit better, I hear. And I'm not the connoisseur, so I don't know. I'm not a basketball player, but I hear that it is just great for the bouncing of the ball, the actual rims and the pads and all of that stuff for the new goals are tremendous to play on, and we actually have people coming from near and far to play here.
I know when we were out there for the ribbon cutting and the grand ceremony, there were just so many people there taking pride in this project. And it wasn't just the people that put it together, but it was the users, the end users. They were excited, and every time I drive by there are people playing, and it's just
absolutely,
it's beautiful. It just brought this new, beautiful element to a park that's long-standing, has history, and as you said, everyone knows that's the place to go.
Absolutely. So, I want to definitely thank Nancy Lieberman and the World Ventures Foundation. She provides the Dream Courts through the foundation. And then I also want to thank the Boys and Girls Club and some of the just key partners involved that really made this happen. They know who they are, and we appreciate them more than they could ever know. And, I just want the community to really grab a hold of these improvements that we make and make the parks theirs, and really understand that we're doing all we can to make the improvements wherever we can. With 19 parks, there's a lot to do.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
But, people seeing new things like this and collaborative efforts and taking ownership in it as though it's their park, hopefully that'll cut down on any potential vandalism or anything like that in the future as well. I think just a lot of people are proud of it, and when you're proud of something, you help take care of it too.
Absolutely, that's what we're looking for, and we are always welcoming partnerships, collaborations like these that really focus on our community and our parks and the things we can offer to our community. We can't do it alone, unfortunately. We will do the best we can with what we have, and really try to make those extra efforts.
And now, kind of transitioning to the latest and greatest is the Jack Elstra Plaza, which just opened.
Yes, we just celebrated our ribbon cutting, and we're very excited about this park and the opportunity to share this with the downtown area across from the library. You'll see this brand new park, lots of green space, an elevated lawn, a stage with a wonderful sound system, and we have a spray plaza there that actually illuminates in the evening to different colors. We have a lot of bike parking, so make sure to bike down to the park. The restrooms are state of the art. They will only be open though for event only basis. This is the home of the farmers market. So although we will not have the farmers market there this year, it will be the home next year of the farmers market, and everyone will love visiting the farmers market down there.
Absolutely. The farmers market is just such a neat thing, and I love going to the farmers market on Saturdays and picking up fresh fruits and vegetables and other things too, which is fantastic. But they're excited. They're equally excited about this new home.
Yes, the vendors are very excited, and there'll be adequate hook-ins for electrical. There's Wi-Fi down there. The fixtures or the tables and chairs are intermingled, so they're not actually attached to the ground, so you can actually move them around and have lunch with a group of friends. Anything, we also are reserving this park for weddings or events. Any church groups that want to have service out there. I mean, we are just making sure that we can make this park, program it the way it needs to be, and make this park something for our community.
And so if somebody wants to make a reservation like that, do they go to your website to reserve or call?
No, they actually just can call 983-PARK and we'll take care of them. But also, we are going to do our reservation blitz on November 9th, which is the start of reserving for 2017, so they can also do it then.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being here and for all of your work and your team. I know, as you said, there are many parks, and the amount of space that you take care of in Richmond is just phenomenal and overwhelming for me to think about, but you all do such a great job, and Congratulations
I
on these
appreciate that.
wonderful
I do
things.
feel that our team does an amazing job, and we couldn't do it without them. So, and we couldn't do it without recognition like this and partners like these. So, thank you so much.
Absolutely. So if you have been a resident of Wayne County for very long, you know that this time of year, we always celebrate our restaurants through the Taste of Wayne County. And this year, there were some transitions in place, as well as change in ownership of the mall where we normally hosted. And we decided to have a year off from our traditional Taste of Wayne County, and Ed De La Paz in our office had this fabulous idea of doing a publication that would really recognize the local flavors of Wayne County. And so we are working on a booklet that is called The Taste of Wayne County Guide to Dining Out. And I'm pleased to have with me today Gallo and Linda Molina from the Old Richmond Inn, Gallo's, the Fifth Street Bagel Shop, and Ainsley's, and longtime chamber members and great partners of Taste of Wayne County. So welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
I know you all have been involved in Taste of Wayne County probably since it began.
Yeah, that's actually from the beginning. Was at one time tying up, and I went in there. We pick it up for the Wayne County.
And I tell
And,
you,
Taste of Wayne County.
people really look forward to your food at the Taste of Wayne County. The line for Gallo's is the longest, I think. So they absolutely love it. And it's just a special time for people to get to sample food that maybe they've never had an opportunity to sample before. So we've just had a great time doing that. And hopefully, you know, our goal is bridging into next year, maybe enhancing what we've done in the past a little bit. But we're excited to work with restaurants like you this year for this special booklet project. And in it will be some fabulous coupons for people to pick up and get something that they couldn't get elsewhere. So what's your coupon for Old Richmond and Gallo's? Do you all know yet?
I think it's actually a dessert, a choice of dessert when you have an entree. And we make our desserts in-house. 99% of them are made in-house. So.
Wonderful.
Yeah, might as well have something sweet at the end of a meal.
Absolutely. So come in, have a nice meal, get a complimentary dessert, but be sure to bring the coupon along with that.
Yeah,
with
sure,
that
sure.
And turn that in.
Yeah.
But, well, you know, tell us, what has made you all be so invested in this community, and what do you attribute your success to? For, you know, restaurant after restaurant, they all have their own flavor.
I wanted to first wanted to thank the community of Richmond for being able to support me, because without the support, I would not be
Right.
in the chair. I wanted to say thank you very much for the great support,
Absolutely.
and continue going ahead.
Absolutely.
And I was also provide a good support for the Chamber of Commerce. You know, we try to help each other, we try to build the community together.
Absolutely.
And again, you know, it takes a hard work to do all the things what we've done, you know.
You know, I think our community does a great job of what we call buy local, and that's shopping local, eating local, hiring local caterers, local vendors, and even from builders like we were just talking about to everything. All of that's all encompassing in this buy local effort that it just works. It's like this unspoken rule, don't you think?
We're very, very proud of all of Richmond and everything. Richmond should be proud of itself because of its participation in events, everything from events to nonprofit organizations. It's a great community. We've raised our 3 children here. They've gone to the Richmond community schools. gone on to college and graduated. Our son is now a chef. His chef David Molina at Gallo. So,
And it's wonderful. He learned from the best.
yeah. I can't say that we would have had the same success anywhere else. I was born in Richmond. My parents came from Europe and met in Richmond, and I was a child here along with my siblings. And it's a wonderful place to raise your family, wonderful place to live.
Absolutely. Now, for people that may be new to the community or maybe they haven't tried your various restaurants, give us a quick overview of what they might find at Gallo's versus Old Richmond Inn versus the Bagel Shop. Tell us about that.
At Gallo's, we continue with the tradition of Italian cuisine. And the Old Richmond Inn, we continue with the tradition, the old-fashioned. We're still serving a few foreign dishes. We still serve American dishes.
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything.
Steak and seafood are the best, though.
Yeah.
Just saying.
And the bagel shop is a beautiful little place, cozy and
A coffee shop, get a sandwich.
coffee shop. And,
It's
that's
wonderful.
nice things. I was the first person to bring the bagels to Richmond.
Really?
Yeah, and at that time was no bagels in Richmond. I was the first one to bring the
awesome.
idea from New Jersey, to get that.
Well, you may not know this, but we have a Great Taste Award, and we had people go online to vote for their favorite restaurants, and we had a lot of votes, but we are revealing today that congratulations, Old Richmond Inn is the winner of the Great Taste Award. So this is for you, and this means that your restaurant is going to be featured on the cover of our guide to dining out this year.
You.
So
Thank you very much.
congratulations.
Good pleasure.
Really exciting.
Again, thanks to the community.
And if you want to get a copy of the guide to dining out, be on the lookout. It's going to hit the streets, so to speak, right before the holidays. We'll have them at the Tourism Bureau, at the Chamber, at some of the restaurants in town, and some of our sponsor locations. So we will be making those announcements.